I'm not seeing it. I'm just seeing mandrakes.
Well, I mean, it's good for beauty and attractiveness on humans, but just trying to make a menacing, kind of powerful-looking alien race, you don't want noses or mouths.
Zerglings have mouths. Those look pretty scary.
But they're animalistic. They have, like, giant spikes and stuff, and it makes them seem primal. You can't do a sophisticated, enlightened warrior race with a mouth. It's just no.
This is where I start to debate if the Predator is more primal or more sophisticated. Because when its mask is on, you don't see a mouth, but when the mask is off, you do see a mouth. Predator? Predator versus Alien?
They're barbaric. They're portrayed as monsters and destructive. People are intelligent, yes, but they're portrayed as desiring bloodlust and destruction.
Not exactly. They're only... If you watch Predator vs. Alien, they only care about killing aliens. They don't care about... They only deal with humans depending on whether the human gets in their way or not.
Yes, but for the sake of the thing, they're portrayed as menacing primal creatures in combat. They're extensively featured in combat. That is the basis of the movie.
A Protoss is largely featured in combat.
Yes, but they're also portrayed as enlightened and only partaking in war when absolutely necessary.
Okay. I guess.
The Protoss are most known for their culture, for their intellect, for their science and peace and philosophy.
Vulcans have mouths.
Yes, but they didn't. But they also just have pointed ears and look exactly like humans and have accents. They're not that different from humans. Star Trek never really crossed that bridge that far.
No, that's a bad argument. I know exactly where that's gonna go.
What?
I was gonna try Twi'leks, but Twi'leks split very easily. They're either highly intellectual or highly sensual.
From Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Star Wars also didn't really cross the divide of making things non-humanoid. Or
Yoda has a mouth.
What?
Yoda has a mouth.
Yes, but Star Trek never really crossed the bridge.
And Plo Koon's mouth doesn't exactly look like a mouth.
What?
But Plo Koon's mouth doesn't exactly look like a mouth.
Senator. You have to understand the fiction. It never really crossed the barrier of making things not look like humans or have very human-like anatomy despite being different.
I'm just trolling you.
Yes, I know, and I am still winning, but it's still annoying. Oh, this is our friendship.
What we talk about when Zerg and Terran are just macroing. I mean, yes, there has been some Hellion harass. Yes, the Reaper poked in, got a couple kills. I mean... Oh, actually, no one's gotten any kills. My apologies. See? Nothing has happened. But yeah, I mean, the standard Terran progression... Yeah, the standard Terran progression. Build a Reaper, build 6 to 12 Hellions, then build maybe a Banshee, and after all that is done of those little pokes and prods, the rest is gonna be Widowmine, Marine, Medevacs until you get Thors. That's how the Terran plays against the Zerg. Oh, flash lost to Hellion. I didn't even see it. I just look at the 1 unit lost, resources 100. Well, it must have been the Hellion. Oh, actually, no, it could have been the Reaper. Because the Reaper is 100 resources. It's just not 100 minerals. It's 50-50. It was the Reaper. Let's see.
Oh.
So does that mean that the Terrans are enlightened when they're in their battle suits?
No, don't bring up that Neelix didn't have a mouth in one episode of Voyager either.
Does this mean that the Doctor is not enlightened?
Senator, he looks exactly human!
No, he's not. He's a Time Lord. He has 2 hearts.
He looks exactly human.
An Overlord doesn't have a mouth.
It was an artistic maneuver used on one race for a specific image in a specific way that was used for success. And in the menu sprite, it does have a mouth.
Aww. It doesn't look like it, though.
There's a reason context was created. For someone that gets mad at things taken out of context so long, you seem to really enjoy that kind of vein of trolling.
To a certain extent, yes. Okay, let's go look at the Overlord's mouth. It has a very small mouth.
Oh, things are being burned up and incinerated.
Yes, creep tumors die. See, there's the eye, and then there's the mouth, and there's the legs, and there's the tail thing. That, yeah, and the little spikes.
I think just seeing an Overlord just floating over Victorville or something would just probably make me scream and kill myself.
Does it remind you too much of a roach?
No, it's just that a roach walking down the street is kind of like it's a roach, but it's an Overlord.
No, I meant a cockroach roach.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't help.
Because I think they look like bloated roaches.
You don't have to say that, but yeah.
Like, the Starcraft roach does not look like a cockroach. The Overlord kind of.
Sort of.
Sort of. You kind of squint one eye, turn it at the right angle.
Great. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Can you actually use that against one of my characters when we're RPGing in combat?
I did?
Yes.
Ah. It was a very common tactic in the old metaverse. It's Raimi, throw a spider at him!
Yeah, so Raimi was just comical. Mine was like...
Hellbatch denying creep. Drop coming in, but there's already Lings and Widowmines in position. There is I'm sorry, Lings and Banelings in position. There are Mutas out now, so he could think about going to main, but then he has no escape path, so he's gonna drop over here. And since it's predominantly Marines, the Zerg's not gonna want to push into that with Mutas alone. And that will buy Flash enough time to actually no, it won't. He's still gonna take a bad fight here. Well, maybe he can drop some Marines on the other side of the cliff. Oh, he picks up. He's gotten far enough that the boost recharges and he can get away. So that wasn't too bad. What animal do you suppose a queen most looks like?
It's humanoid, therefore it doesn't look like any animal.
What do you mean a queen is humanoid?
Upper body, at least. It's more like a centaur.
Insect centaur?
That's kind of creepy, though. They make it sound that way. Scorpion Men from Epic of Gilgamesh.
Okay. I'll take it. The English major in me is satisfied with that answer. The rest of me may not be, but moving on.
What do you suppose it looks like, Senator?
I was gonna say a praying mantis just to annoy you, but...
Thanks! What's with Zerg?
They're bugs, of course they look gross.
But no, there's spiders, there's flies, there's all the other bugs, but just not that bug.
I'll be right back. I am sore.